Hello friends, how are you doing? My name is Atanude. Welcome to my YouTube channel B2M, Beginner to Maestro. In this particular video, I am going to discuss regarding basics of NumPy. NumPy stands for Numerical Python. It's a Python library consisting of multi-dimensional array object. One-dimensional array is same like list. Only difference is that array needs to be declared, whereas list do not need declaration. Using NumPy, mathematical and logical operation on array can be performed. If you already install Anaconda in your system, then no need to explicit install of NumPy. Otherwise, you can install NumPy using pip command. The most important object is defined in NumPy is n-dimensional array. It's called ND array. For example purpose, we have to import NumPy package. So import NumPy, then you can use this package to create an array, numpy.array, and you can pass a list. So now the output will be the sequence. The type of the sequence will be array, and this is 1D array, 1D array, because this is single dimensional. Similarly, we can see the example of 2D array. Already we imported NumPy package. So now NumPy dot array of 1, 2 and then 3, 4. So now output will become 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 2D array, because this is two-dimensional. Instead of using the full package name, you can use any shorter form of the package. For example, here we are using the NumPy full name here to write an array, right? So instead of NumPy, if we use as keyword, right, then you can write any name, like I am writing NP. So instead of NumPy, here if you write np dot array, it will work same. I will tell you another example of 2D array. For example, so here we can write 1, 2, 3 and double square bracket. So this is also called 2D array or two-dimensional array. So the simplest way is that to understand the dimension of an array is that, so you can identify the number of opening bracket or number of closing bracket, right? So here number of opening bracket is 2 or 2, right? And here also you can see the same thing, right? So the simplest way to understand the dimensionality. Now I will show you how to convert each element of an array from integer to complex number, right? So now a equal to np dot array. Now you can pass same list 1, 2, 3 and d type, you have to put d type equals to complex. So now output will become 1 dot plus theta dot j, 2 dot plus theta dot j and 3 dot plus theta dot j. So if you look at this array, so this is now converting from integer to complex number. This will be the output. Now we will see how to check shape of an array. For example, this is a two-dimensional array. So now to check the shape of this array, so a dot shape. So this is the syntax. So output will become 2, 3. So this is the number of rows it indicates, and this indicates number of columns. Routine creation means you can use certain functions using NumPy module, which can reduce certain manual efforts. If you want to create array of 5 zeros, so then manually you have to write this, and then before that you have to write np dot array, right? So instead of doing this, if you call a routine function, then it will generate easily. So like a equal to np dot zeros and pass the number of 0 you want in an array, right? Then output will become 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Again, if you want to create two-dimensional array which is filling by 0 values, right? So now you have to write the same thing, np dot zeros. So now you have to pass the dimension 2, 2. So now output will become 0, 0, 0, 0. Similar thing if you want to fill by one value instead of all the zeros, right? So you want one value instead of all the zeros. So then syntax will be, instead of these zeros you have to write ones. That's it. How to convert a sequence type from list or tuple to ND array, right? So now the sequence you can consider x equal to a list 1, 2, 3 or y equals to a tuple 1, 2, 3. So to convert this in n-dimensional array, so now the example will become np dot as array and pass x, or similarly np dot as array y. So now A is an array and B is another array. Okay, it's converting from list to array, it's converting from tuple to array. Now we'll understand indexing and slicing. I have already explained indexing part in list tutorial. Again I will explain. So for example, this is an array 1, 2, 3, 4. The index of the array is starting from 0, right? The first element of an array index is 0, the second element is 1, third element is 2, fourth element is 3, so on and so forth. Now we will see slicing part. So before that I will show you one more thing. A equal to np dot arrange 10. So that means it will provide you the output array of 10 different elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we have already seen that example earlier tutorial. So where the function was range. Now if you want to split this array, then how to do it? You have to take help of slicing. So the syntax of the slicing is s equal to a of 2 colon 7 colon 2. So here the first two indicate the start index where to start, and this is stop index where to stop, right? And this is the gap, like step you can consider it. Okay, so now in between 2 to 7 index, so the element number of element is 2 to 7. These elements are present. Okay, so now gap you have to maintain 2 to print each of the element from this array, right? So now the first element will print 2, again the gap of 2, this element will print. Okay, so now again the gap of 2, this element will print. There is no element present after 2 gap, so that's why output will become 2, 4 and 6. NumPy contains a large number of various mathematical operations. Here I will give you example of trigonometric function. For example, a equal to np dot array of 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. This is an array of angles from 0 to 90 degrees. At first, we will convert these angle values into radians by multiplying pi by 180. So pi by 180. So how to get this value using NumPy? So the syntax is np dot pi divided by 180. So if you write np dot pi, it will give you the value of pi. If you multiply this value with array A, so then it will convert each angle into radian. If we use np dot sine, it will give you the value of sine theta, right? So now output will become 0, 0.5, 0.707, 0.866 and 1. NumPy has quite a few useful statistical functions. For example, mean, max, sum, mean, median, standard deviation, etc. For example, this is a two-dimensional array. The shape of the array is 3 cross 3. Now, if you want to find the minimum value from this array, then the syntax will be np.amin and pass the array. Then output will be 2 because here minimum value of this array is 2. If you want to find minimum value from each row of this array, then syntax will be np.a of amin of a comma 1. 1 is an axis, so that indicates row, and if you pass 0, that will indicate column. Using this syntax, you can find the minimum value from each row. From the first row, minimum value is 3, second row, minimum value is 3, third row, minimum value is 2. Then output will become 3, 3, 2. As I told you, if you want to find the minimum value column wise, then you have to pass 0 instead of 1. Similarly, if you want to find maximum value, mean, median, sum, then you have to follow the same syntax, only you have to replace this section. So here for the maximum value, then you have to pass a max, and for mean you have to pass only mean, for median you have to pass median, so on and so forth.